Good afternoon, everybody. Hi, welcome back to another season of Intellectual Soul Food Lunch Buffet. I am your executive producer and host, Doc Rob, and we are about to begin to start. Yes, here's a question. That's the other thing. When we do this, when we're live, we are live. So I don't need distractions. All right, we'll try it again. Welcome back to another edition, another season of Intellectual Soul Food Lunch Buffet. I am your executive producer and host, Doc Rob, and it is a pleasure to come to you again, brand new, fresh for fall 2020. And as you may notice, things are a little different. We are in the pandemic era, or at least part two of the pandemic academic year. And this is American Mass Media Pop Culture at North Carolina Central University. We're glad to have you with us. So what we're going to do, first of all, is we're going to turn it over briefly to my new students, to have them introduce themselves briefly, tell us who they are, where they come from, and then we're going to go ahead and get the show started. So let's first start with Chuck, who will put a shirt on the next time he shows up. Hey, Chuck.
What's going on with you? My name is Chakul Maker Manning Jr. I'm from Durham, North Carolina, and yeah.
And again, he will put a shirt on so that people will not be able to see him. Even though he is advertising, never mind that. So now we'll go to Brittany. Brittany, tell us about you. Who are you and where you come from? What you're going to do in the class?
Hi, I'm Brittany Cowan. I am a senior mass communication major from Greensboro, North Carolina. And within this class, I really want to focus on learning more about American pop culture and how to apply it to the communications industry.
Very good. And then we also have Key. Hey, Key, how are you?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
You have a big red and green shirt on. You're advertising cream or scream?
Cream.
What is cream? What is cream clothing?
Cash everything around me. Period.
Imagine that. Cat. Well, we're glad to have you. Thank you for joining us. And we also have Lloyd. Are you there with us, Lloyd?
Yes, I am. Yes, sir.
I don't see you, Lloyd. What's up? Are you playing the Invisible Man role today? There we go. Hey, Lloyd.
How you doing?
Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. And we also have Zaria Johnson. Hi, Zaria. We can't hear you. Your voice is gone. Oh, your mic. There we go. Is that better?
Yes.
Cool. So glad to have you all joining us today. And again, thank you for taking this course and being a part of this class. I'm looking forward to having nothing but fun with all of you. So let's go ahead and go over what we got cooking in the Soul Food Lunch Buffet for today. First, did a few changes, but we still have some good content for you. We're going to start off with a course of entertainment news and sports news. We're then going to come back out of that and hit some poli-sci news as well as music news. Then we're going to go into race and gender. And so to get things started, we had some tragedy happen recently. A lot of tragedy, badness happened primarily in the world of Wakanda, particularly in the Disney cinematic universe. Someone tell us about that. Brittany. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, that's not Brittany. Where's Dallas? She's supposed to tell us. Where's Dallas? Mm-hmm. Dallas? Can't find it. Well, I guess it's up to Brittany. Brittany, tell us what happened in the Disney MCU recently.
Well, the recent passing of the Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, he was an instrumental part of not only the African American community, but the cinematic community as well, for his pivotal role as the Black Panther. He set the stage basically for superheroes in general, and he was just a really influential part of the entertainment industry.
Chuck, what do you think made him so influential?
I think what made Chadwick Boseman himself influential is not only the Black Panther, but along with the Black Panther, the other movies that he starred in. I mean, he played James. I can't even get his name out. My fault.
Brown. James Brown.
He played. Yeah, James Brown. I'm sorry. He played James Brown in Getting On Up. He played Jackie Robinson in 42. He also played Thurgood Marshall in a movie about himself as well. So I think that's, just the actor, the role that he portrayed in his movies that he was in, that's what made him more influential.
Very good. So talk to us about this whole thing, because the thing that a lot of folks have not talked about was how Boseman was able to make 4 movies in the time in which he was also diagnosed with colon cancer. What's important about that? Why does that make him, I guess, different?
It makes him different. I feel like because it just. Wait, were you asking someone else?
Yeah, just anybody.
Oh, okay, I feel like it makes him different because it just shows like no matter what you're going through, you can still prevail. You know, just because you're having some adversity, pushing forward. He still pushed forward and did 4 different films, and he had cancer, and everybody was picking on him because he was so skinny. And now look. But yeah.
Can I?
Yes, go ahead.
I think it showed his resilience, and I think it showed how strategic he was with picking his roles. Considering that when he was diagnosed, it was stage 3, and then by the time he passed away, it went down to stage 5. I think he was very particular in the roles he chose and what impact it would have on our community and what impact it would have like on him.
We appreciate that. That's a lot of powerful perspective. Brittany, you also had something to talk to us about. There's a new show taking place on Nickelodeon. What is that?
Yes, so this show is called Made by Maddie. It is an animated cartoon catered towards children. And it's basically surrounded by an African-American girl. She has natural hair and she has aspirations of being a fashion designer. And the controversy surrounding this show that was supposed to be a positive representation of Black youth, it is actually something that can be critical for many because there was a documentary that was created in 2019 called Hair Love with a very similar creative direction as Made by Maddie, but it was a Black creative. So there is controversy surrounding that issue about how Black creatives pitch their content to Hollywood execs and whether or not those same ideas will be executed by the Hollywood exec or the Black creative.
So Lloyd, talk to me about how that, what do you think about that? What's your opinion on that?
I think it's obviously very important. I think that there is a little bit of a double standard of, well, of course, there's just a kind of false representation about, Black women in entertainment. I don't think they get enough credit. And I think the fact that, they're looking for cartoons or something to start at a younger generation to put that in their mind and kind of show acceptance for everybody at a younger age.
True. I think that's a very interesting piece. Politics of representation. What do you think we mean when we talk about the term politics of representation? Zaria, take it and go with it.
Can you elaborate more on your question?
Sure. What do you think? This all ties to the concept of politics of representation. When we use the term politics of representation, what do you think we mean by that?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I would take it as like, I don't know, like how I think about it. Politics is a very messy game. So same thing with representation, I guess in Hollywood and stuff like that. Like everything is based on like, I don't know, what looks better, what who knows who and stuff like that, instead of actually doing what matters. If that makes sense.
What about you, Chuck? Tell us what you think about it. What do you think we mean when we use the term politics of representation?
I would piggyback off of Zaria. Actually, I think, like she was saying, it's more so concentrated. The focus is more so what's being looked at than what actually is being. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so just actually within the name is more so the representation. It's more so of how good something looks on the outside, more so than digging deep into it.
Very good. Very good. So when we get back, we're going to go ahead and take the conversation into a totally different area. We're going to talk a little bit about the sports news and also try to link that up with some politics. So we'll see you roughly in about 30 seconds. It's at this point that we then go to a commercial break or some type of a break. All right. What do you all think?
Shit, fun.
It was a good flow.
That's cool.
Y'all make it sound like it was scary as hell. Was it that bad? Y'all want to see how it looks?
Yeah, I
Bad
didn't
it
know.
up.
I don't know how it looks though. Like, no.